So today we are going to discuss complete end-to-end guide to install the SonarQube in the Linux and then the configurations how it will work. So we are not going to start with the database. We will not take it as a community edition. I will go with the different one. Let's discuss. First, I have created a new Linux server. So there is nothing is there as of now. I have not installed Java as well. So let me install the Java. For that, I have to update the operating system. I will update. Sorry. Once it is done, then we have to install the Java as a mandatory for SonarQube. Then we have to go with the SonarQube installation. So it is a total 556 MB. Just updated. Meanwhile, let's go to SonarQube. So here where we go to the SonarQube website, it will show the distribution and there we can go on different editions you can see. Community build, developer edition, enterprise edition and all. For developer edition, we need to get the license to work on it. That's why I'm going with the community build edition. It will be free without providing mail also. We can click on download only. So automatically it will download for the Windows, but I am going to take it for Linux. I will copy the URL here. So once you copy, it's going to take complete URL. So what we have to do is we have to take only till zip. So this much we have to copy, and we can go to Linux instance. So as of now, the running scriptlet is going on. It will take time. Okay, now it is done. So now I'm going to cd opt directory, and I will download the SonarQube. As of now, nothing is there. I'll use wget. So wget command is not found. So I will install install wget unzip vim. These three required today class. So I'll install them all together. Then I will use wget download the SonarQube. It is a version 26.6. So the latest version I have downloaded. I'll do the unzip SonarQube. And rename SonarQube to SonarQube. 26.6 I'll give rm-rf. I will delete the zip file which is not required anymore. Now, so I have updated the operating system. Now we have to install the Java. So for that one, I am going to run the command yum install java-y. So it will take the latest version as required here. Installing. So Java 21 OpenJDK is installed. We can check the Java version. So OpenJDK Java version is installed here. Okay. Now what we have to do next is the PostgreSQL, which is I am not going to take. So we don't want a database to connect. So I will leave it. The steps I have given. If you want, you can practice it. So now next stage is installing the Kubernetes. Sorry, installing the SonarQube. I have already downloaded the SonarQube here, and I have to configure the details. So we always use the different user for the SonarQube. We should not run as a root user. For that one, we have to create a user add sonar. So here I have given -m -d, and I have provided all the details like the home directory separately and shell, then username. But that is not a mandatory. I have created a new user. Now you can see here etc passwd, the new user created. So group name and username is same. Now I'm going to download is done. Downloading the latest SonarQube is done. Now I have to change the ownership for that particular folder. So this particular folder as of now root is a owner and group. So I am going to change it now by using chown -r recursively sonar group name, sonar username and sonar group name for the sonar 26. Now it's done. The permission, if it is not there, then we have to provide. So as of now it is there 755, so it is enough to proceed further. Next, this is also not required as we are not using the database. Next is kernel. So we have to configure the particular count for the system CTL configuration file. There is a maximum number of memory map areas, VMAs we call it. But a single Linux process can have how much we can provide it here. By default it will be there 65530, and also some of them by default it will get. So when we have to validate it first before running the command, so we can use this command and validate the count. So as of now it is 10,48,576. So that is enough. But minimum we require 5 lakh 5 to 4 288. So it is already more than that. So no need to change anything. Even for the another one, that is fs file -max, that is also it will be there. System ctl. So it is there already. So no need to change anything. Now I am not editing this particular file. If you have changed, then you have to run this particular command at the end after the configuration. Without rebooting, we can apply it. The next is limits. So we can set the limits in the security limits configuration file. You can go here, vim. This is the configuration file. We have to set the limits for the sonar. We have to take this one. You can add anywhere. You can go here. I'll use here, paste it, and save it. So that is done. Now we have to start the SonarQube and verify whether it is working or not. So to start it, first we have to switch from root user to sonar user. Sudo su -sonar, and we have to go inside cd/opt SonarQube bin Linux. Here we will be having sonar.sh start. So we can go to our Linux instance, this one, public IP address you can copy, 900. So it is loading. So the installation part is done. Now we have to do the configurations and also how to run a code analysis from Linux to SonarQube. Let's see. So by default, yesterday we have already discussed the credentials will be admin we can use, and after that we have to change the password. So it is loading. Okay. So the username is admin and password also admin. So we have to change the password. So any password you can set it. It should be 12 characters. So this is the dashboard of SonarQube where you can see projects, issues, rules, quality profiles, quality gates, admin, and focusing on new code. So here we can see create your project from the favorite DevOps platform. So this we are going to get the import project from the different DevOps platforms. It can be Azure DevOps, Bitbucket Cloud, GitLab, GitHub, like that. And if mainly we are going to do it from the our Linux server where we are going to create a local project. Here we have to click on the create local project. Then we have to provide a name. So it can be anything, the name which we have to provide here. Main branch. So and project key. So whatever the details we are going to provide here, click on next. Here you can use follows the instance default. That is a default we are going to use new code for project. If you want to custom, then you can use a previous version, number of days or reference branches. But I am going to use the instance default one and create a project. So once we create here, how do you want to analyze your repository? It can be analyzed from the GitHub or you can use it locally. So locally I am going to select and a token. So in the from administrator block here we can go and we can create a key in the security. We can create a access key here, the configuration here, users. So you can see create a user, not this. One second. So we have to generate a authentication token. The security users. Then we have to click on user and choose tokens. So we have to click on the user here. The tokens you can see and enter token. Otherwise, you can directly create from here itself. We can go while creating a project. Token name we have to provide and expiry date. So 30 days, how many days you want to keep this token, and then click on generate. So this particular one you have to make a note of it. SonarQube. Next, you have to click on continue. Then here you can see run analysis on your project. So analysis is a main work which we are going to do with the SonarQube. It is going to use for different languages So if you are using a build tools like Maven, Gradle, or if you are using any different language applications like .NET, Python, other, if you are in the other like PHP, Go, all together it will come under this one. If you are using a Maven Gradle, you can click on that. So I am using Maven as a build tool. So click on Maven. Here they have not given as a Java because Java is going to use any build tool that can be Maven or Gradle. That's why not given. So execute the scanner for Maven. So what we have to do is now this particular command we have to execute in the wherever we are going to run the analysis. So now what I will do is, so I will exit from the Sonar user, and then I have to run the Maven goals. Means we have to, what we have to use first, two different tools we have to install now. One is Git, another one is Maven. Let me install. You install Git because this is my new server. I have not installed Git yet, so I am going to install Git. Git is installed. Git version installed, and MVN. So if you check it, MVN also not installed. Let me take the sample project from here first. I'll take anything. Maybe it will work or not. Let's see later. First, I will take this, and I'll come to here, and I'll use git clone, paste, done. Now inside Maven, you can run the Maven commands, but it won't work because Maven is not installed. So what we have to do is yum install. You can directly install the Maven as well here. We can download it, and also we can directly install as a package. So I am going to install as a package. Now mvn -, version. So Maven is installed 3.9.9, and I am going to run the commands now. mvn clean, just for testing I am doing. So clean is done. So now what we have to do is we have to run a command which is provided here already. mvn clean verify these details. You can just click on copy and come here, paste it. So it is taking the goal mvn is a command, and clean verify is the goals which we have already discussed in the Maven class, and then org. So this is completely given by SonarScanner. So the scanner it is providing org Sonar source scanner Maven. This is the organization details it is providing, and Sonar Maven plugin it is providing the plugin for the user Sonar, and these are the details which we have provided. So project key, Maven sample app, and project name same. If you have given the different name, it will come as a different, and then URL. The URL is whatever the URL we are using here, same URL it will come, and then token. So token we have generated, same token it is there. So now I will enter. Once I enter it, it will by default, it will take time to run, validate it everything, and verify the code. So testing everything it will done. Also it will generate the war file. So active analysis everything is done, is taking time. Sensor, okay. Now you can see analysis report generated in 196 milliseconds, and then analysis report compressed. So we are always get in the compressed mode. So it is compressed. Then analysis report uploaded in 141 milliseconds. So analysis successful. You can find the result in this particular dashboard. It is mentioned. See, it is by default automatically it will come as fast. Here it is showing all the details. So overall the code You can see here security, reliability, maintainability, accept issues, coverage, duplications, all the details it's going to provide. So if there is any issues, it will display. If something is not working or any bugs, then it's going to display. And also duplications, it will display here. If there is any number of lines, if display like duplications are there. So here it's showing 7 issues, 0.0% coverage and also duplications. There is no duplications. That's why it is not showing any percentage. So now you go to the projects. You can see here Maven sample app and you can find out here. So all the details you can see, hotspots reviewed, coverage, duplications, each and every details you can find out. So now we'll go to the theory part again. So we have followed how we can run the Maven project from the our server, local servers, to directly deploying the SonarQube. So in the real time, we are going to get the like a number of pages of code. It's going to validate and also it will take time as well. So let me do one thing. Sample Maven project GitHub download. So I will try to get one any sample Java Maven project, so we can directly deploy that one as well without any building. So this one it is showing source code. So it is also so this one I will take. Let's see whether it will work or not. Copy. So they have used a Tomcat, Maven, everything. So I'm going to use for the same. I'll go back to previous directory. Git clone. It is done. Login app. CD login app. If you execute the Maven goals here, it won't work because there is no pom.xml file. So we have to go inside login apps. Here there is a pom.xml file. Let me execute mvn clean package first. Later we'll see. Okay, it's working fine. Now what I will do, I'm going to create a new project here once again. Projects. Click on create project, local project, login app. Instance default, create project locally, and then I will use the existing token here, FE1, right? No, this is a different one. This token I will use. Now click on continue. So here Maven I will select and I will copy the commands same like previously did. I'll go here cd dot dot. I'll run the same command again. So only the project key and project name has changed here, and URL and everything it will be same. See, it is failing here. You are not authorized to analyze this project, or the project doesn't exist SonarQube. You are not authorized to create it. Please contact admin. Okay, let me check once again. So it is not analyzed yet. That's why it is showing the data is not working. So let me open admin here, users, one token is there. I'll use another token once again because maybe the token key we have missed. Otherwise, we can find out here itself, right? 1 second.
Mohan, did we made it from the sudosu sonar user?
No, no, no. That is just for login purpose. We do Sonar running, but Maven running the Maven and all, we can directly use a root. Okay,
Okay.
you mentioned right. Let me check that one as well. Sudo su hyphen sudo su hyphen sonar. No, in the Sonar, the project itself doesn't have. So I have created in the outside only. So the SonarQube which we use, the Sonar user only for the running SonarQube only. Here we are running Maven goals. It is completely for the Maven side, not SonarQube side.
Okay. Running
So
Maven clean and Maven install
yeah,
Maven
so
start.
whatever the starting with the MVN, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. It is for Maven commands only. So it's not going to use for the
Okay.
root user. Sorry, Sonar user.
Okay. Got you.
So what is the command which I have executed previously? The real time mainly we are going to integrate SonarQube with the Jenkins. So individually we are not going to use much. Directly we will integrate with the Jenkins plugin, and there we will deploy the SonarQube, and everything will be Jenkins taking care.
Can you check this command from history, right?
No, it is not coming. I have checked. That's why, because I logged in and then I moved to sudo Sonar user. That's why the history is not available. Yeah, here you can see 4D4. Yeah, same one only I have used, but it is not working. Let me create a new token once again. I'll go here locally, login app, generate a new token. Click on continue, then Maven. Then we have to run this one here. load metric repository sensor. So here there is no main test source files. That's why it is not unable to scan it. You can see here there is no main source files to scan. Test also not there. Generated source files to scan. That's why it is throwing error. Maybe it will try to find out once again. Two source files to be analyzed here. Okay, there are two source files are there to analyze, and it is analyzed already. It will throw. So once it is done, by default it will go back to the main dashboard and it will display the output. You can see here analysis is done. If your analysis is successful, this page will automatically refresh in few moments. Destruct in between. Some error is coming here. So a report is generated, but it is in between, it is tracking, so it is unable to do it. I'll take another one now. CD. So let me take my application itself. I'll take from here new application, git clone. Let's see same code will work or not here, because I am using the same whatever the details I have provided. I will run from this folder again. So it is validating for this one. So it is done. It is already main branch has not been finalized, analyzed yet. Now it is done. Set up analysis in a favorite CA. So you can do it from the CA as well. So for this one, it is taken very less time. And also whatever the output we got it, you can see here. Open issues, number of codes, and what are the lines we can see here, the details, total number of lines, and what are all the different files you can see in this particular source code. And security, actually these details and all you can, it will find out what is reliability, what is maintainability, and what is the overview issues, depth ratio, this and all. Okay, like that we can provide, and also it will generate the report. If you come back to your Linux server, you can go to target. Inside the target, it will generate a sonar. In this one, we can find out the report. If there is anything, then it will display everything in the report task txt. So here you can see the project key and then the URL details, dashboard. So complete details we can find out here. Dashboard URL. In this one, you can find out. Same like that, it will display. So that is going to generate the report. If there are multiple bugs, code smells, and vulnerabilities, and based on that, it's going to display here as well. Okay, next is, so mainly we are going to use analysis purpose. process it's going to perform below task. So when we execute this particular command, what and all it's going to display, clean the project first and compile the source code and run the test, generate a report. So once the report is generated, then it will throw the output as a successful build is successful, and it will upload the analysis to SonarQube. Until then, in the SonarQube also it will be displaying as not working, like it will be loading only. And also if you make any changes here, cd src. So in the main, if you do any changes, cd java, so here something if you missed or change something, then it's going to throw the errors based on that. So for example, if you use import same line, I will add again. I will save it and I will go back. Same command we have to run once again. So I'll go to projects, Maven sample app. So I'll run the same command, but I need the command details. Let me find out. So here what we have to do, token. So this is the token we have to use. Before that, URL is same, and this details will be Maven sample app. So now, yeah, everything is fine now. So I'm going to update the token and execute it. So it will last 18 minutes so it's done. Now let's see how it will done. 7 files indexed done. Failure. So you are not authorized to analyze this project, or the project does not exist on SonarQube. So why it is project settings. update key. So new key. So it is coming same. I am unable to find out the key. Key name same. Yeah, now it is done. So I have given the name as a wrong. Small m I have given. So now if you go to the overview, so it is failed. So what is the condition? Zero issue. You can see here one failed. That is one issue. It is created here. And what can be done? It will show here the issue. Remove this duplicated import. So here you can find out what is exactly issue happened, and you can click on open and accept it to resolve the issue. And if there is anything it need to be taken care by development team, then we have to assign them to work on that. Here admin like administrator is a default one currently we have, but we'll be having the different users, and it will be working on whoever is working on that particular issue, they can assign themselves. So you can see here it will display what is the exact issue, where is the issue. If you click on it, here it will display complete details about that, and what is the issue. That is the number of items coded. Imports of type mentioned in Java documents are ignored. How can I fix it? See, it will display. So there are multiple lines of one line is multiple times are there. That's why it is showing. So all the information, like whatever the changes for just for sample purpose, I have done only one change. So if I open the same file again, vim src main java com lt, then hello, well done. So from there also you can do it. And also if you want to remove from here, it will remove it. Issues. So it will be assigning, but we can't remove it as like we do in the GitHub. So we have to take the accessibility and what is the changes which we need to perform, and we have to update it. So here you can see remove the duplicate import. We have to suggestion them what are the changes, what are the actions we can take it for that particular issue. Remove the duplicate import, replacing with this one, and language and co this one. So different issues we can, different solutions we can provide. So now what I'm going to do is I will remove this one, save it, and again I'll run the same command. Let's see. Yeah, now it is build success. You can see passed. So the last analysis has warnings. It will display missing blame information was for one file. So now you can see everything is resolved and there is no open issues, accepted issues, new issues, nothing is there. It will display like that. So overall code, if you go, it will display all the issues, duplications and all. So like that we can check the different kind of reports with the SonarQube. So once we refresh it, we are going to get the updated information whenever we execute the command. So when we execute the commands, what and all we can see: bugs, vulnerability, code smells, duplications, coverage, and security hotspots. So all these we can find out in the SonarQube dashboard. So let's do one thing. Understanding the different kind of issues. First is bugs. It will be like potential coding mistakes that could lead to incorrect behavior. So, for example, you know, one application is not running means we are going to get the any exceptions. Exception is nothing but we are going to call them as bugs. So, example, possible null pointer exception. These kind of exceptions will find out when the coding is wrong. The code is wrong, any mistakes, then we are going to get that in the bugs category. Next is vulnerabilities. This is mainly security related issues like hard coded any passwords you have mentioned in the source code files, or any encryption is not properly done. This kind of we are going to get a vulnerability section. Next, security hotspots. This will be like areas that require manual review by a developer or security engineer. So when we get the security hotspots, so it should be checked by the developers. Maintainability hotspot somewhere we have seen this one. So security hotspot. When we get the security hotspots, it should be manually reviewed by developer or security engineer to proceed further, because security is a very important for any code, any application development which we do. Next is code smells. So maintainability issues. So example, long methods, duplicate code, which we have done now. So duplicate code, poor variable names, high cyclomatic complexity. So the complexity of the code is high, then we are going to get the code smells. And also variable names very poor, like which are like easily recognizable. Then we are going to get the code smells category. Then coverage, it's going to show the percentage of code executed by automated tests. So it will be show under coverage. If there are any code like test cases, then it will be come under coverage case. Okay. Next is duplications. That is indicates a repeated code blocks. So if there is any repeated code blocks, then it's going to come under duplications here. Then technical depth, estimated effort required to solve maintainability issue. So if there is any maintainability issue and which required some more time, like for example, we need 2 days or 1 week time, then it's going to calculate it and it will display as a number of days in the technical depth. That is the different issues which we can find out in the analysis report of the SonarQube. Next is quality gates. So mainly we are going to get the quality gates here. So quality gates and quality profile is very important with the SonarQube. So the default gate is applied to all projects, not explicitly assigned to a gate. So it will be there, but if you want to create a custom quality gate, then you can create it. Admin can assign projects to non-default gate. Always make it to follow the system default. So quality gate, choose which quality gate is associated with this particular project. So you can go here, always use the instance default quality gate, or you can use always use a specific quality gate. So SonarWay is a quality gate which we are going to use for the mainly for Java, which we are going to get the default. So built-in which we have, that is also SonarWay, because for Java projects which we use, uh, quality gate will be SonarWay only. Even if you create, you will get the option quality gate SonarWay only. So I'll go to projects. Here you can go quality gates create. You will get it option. So quality gates, click on it. You can click on create. You can give the name of quality gates. So for example, demo I will give. So add the conditions. So in the quality gates, we are going to provide the conditions, what and all you required. So conditions on new code, it will be issues is greater than 0, security hotspots reviewed is less than 100%, and coverage is less than 80%, and duplicated lines is greater than 3%. If these are more than that, for example 100%, if the this particular one hotspot reviewed Less than 100% means you are going to get the quality gate is not approved. So you can mention, you can add the new condition here as per your requirement on new code on overall code. So you can select here condition coverage, condition to cover, lines to cover, skipped unit tests. So for example, unit test errors is greater than 1. You don't want to pass it, then you can add it here and you can mention here. So you can add the percentage as well here. So 80% update conditions. So based on that, okay, 80% is not metric. It will be only one number of unit test cases. So number of unit test errors which we get, for example, if you get to one error or two error or five errors, then it should fail the quality gates. Then it won't allow you to proceed further for the deployment. These are the different quality gates which we can create with the SonarQube. By default, it will be there, and also we can create a own Sonar this one quality gate. So for example, as of now, for my application, I have used the default one SonarWay default built-in. New code has zero issues. All new security hotspots are reviewed. New code has a sufficient test coverage, that is 80%, and new code has limited duplications. Duplicated lines less than or equal to 3%, then it will allow. So these are the quality gates where we are going to create different quality gates. You can see examples I have given. New bugs equal to 0. There should not be any bugs. That's why I have given 0. And vulnerabilities also 0. Coverage greater than 80%. It should coverage. Test cases always should be high. Then only it should allow. And duplicated lines less than 3%. Security rating A. These details it will be available. Next is custom quality profiles. So same like quality gates, we have the custom quality profiles as well, where you can see quality profiles are collection of rules to apply during an analysis. So you are going to set up a rule during analysis. For each language, there is a default profile. So if you go here and select, for example, you are using for Docker, there is a one profile, SonarWay. And if you go for the CSS, that is also SonarWay. Defaultly one will be there for each and every language which you use. So there are multiple one. All of most of the languages will be use SonarWay only. CSS and Python notebooks, Sonar Agentic AI and SonarWay two are available. And Java also two profiles are there. Sonar Agentic AI, SonarWay. These are the different languages which it's going to support. So if you select cloud formation, it is separate cloud formation profile is there. SonarWay is a profile is there, and also you can see the rules, number of rules is created. Log groups should be configured with a retention policy. Log group should be declared explicitly. Then only it will activate. It will pass the quality. Regarding security, we have this many, and regarding maintainability, we have this many. Like log group should be declared. AWS resource tracks should have valid format. Track uses of to do tags. This kind of. So we can create a quality profiles as well here. You can go to create and you can create it. See, navigate to quality profiles and select your whatever the uh, language you want to create it. So you have Java. You can select it and name you can provide whatever the name you want to and create new quality profile here, and then you have to provide the details. So currently 715 inactive rules are there. Grant permission to more users. You can provide the permission for the users, and then you can set up the quality. So here you can see rules breakdown. Software quality mainly secure, reliability and maintainability. These are the three inactive rules are there, and consistency, intentionality, adaptability, and responsibility. These are the code categories it will come. So you can see the which rule you want to add for your separate quality profile. So it can be anything. Test cases. So read dot sleep should not be used in the test case. So it will be for Java. So if you want to add it, activate it. You can select the maintainability like how much it is, medium, high or low. Based on that, you can select it and activate. If you go quality profiles here, see I have created a DevOps for the just one rule I have added. Like that we can create and also we can delete the quality profiles and we can set as a default as well. So for example, as of now it is a SonarWay is a default one. If you want to set as a default new quality profile, you can create here and you can set up. So in the interviews, mainly we are going to get these two only. One is quality gates and another one is quality profiles, and how you are going to create and what are the rules you can set it up. So active additional rules related to mainly security, naming convention, performance, exception handling, and code style. So these are the rules which we are going to mainly use. Security purpose, then naming conventions, performance wise, and then if there is any exception handlings, exceptions, then only it should fail the quality of the code. Then assign the profile to your project. So once you done, then you can assign your quality gate to your project. So once you do any changes in SonarQube side as well, for example, you have given different quality gates or quality profiles you have created, then you have to rerun the commands, MVN commands from the command line. Then only it will reflect in the SonarQube dashboard as well. So these and all we have already discussed. Same projects, we are going to create a project, then issues, if there is any issues. So till now, like we have seen one issue which was we faced, and we can create them, and we can see the in any issues. So this particular login app I have added, and it has the different issues. Old one also it is throwing 5 years ago it is added, and that one still it is throwing as a issue, and you can accept it here and comment it, change the status. So if there is any issues, open or you can confirm them, you can fix them, and also false positive, like that you can add them based upon. We have to validate it first, then only we have to change the status. If it is not required, you can like keep it as open. If you want to fix it, then you can accept it and you can check the later. If you have already fixed it, then you can mark as a fixed. Like that you can do it. Next is rules. Rules we have already seen. With the quality profiles, we are going to see different rules, and we can set up the rules as per our requirement, and based on that it will work. And if it is not passed, then it's not going to show as a passed. Then quality profiles. So we are going to create a different quality profiles with the rules. Quality gates. So quality gates will be different quality gates will be there. We can create them and we can use the same to our projects based upon our requirement. Normally we used to work on the default quality gates and profiles, but if required any new rules need to be added, then we are going to add the new rules as well. So next is administrator. So here you can see different access we can take it. General settings, in that one we are mainly use DevOps platform integration. We can create a configuration with a GitHub, Bitbucket, Azure DevOps, and GitLab. So different kind of access we can integrate with the different tools, that is mainly for CI/CD purpose, where we use with the Jenkins in the upcoming classes that we'll discuss. So we can integrate a different DevOps tools with the SonarQube to maintain the automation. Next is authentication. So we can create a authentication via SML configuration like by using the different platforms. It can be GitHub. So if you go to the creation, we have to provide the client ID, secret, app ID, private key. This and all we have to get from the GitHub account. So if you go to the GitHub account, we have to create from the settings. There we have to create and we have to provide here all the details. But for that we also need the URL of the company. Normally we are going to use the API URL GitHub instance and then web URL of the GitHub instance. Next we have to create a private key, app ID, client secret and client ID. So if you go here, developer settings, SonarQube, you have to take the URL, this one, callback URL should be GitHub URL. So webhook we can create from the particular repository. So whatever the application you want to take it, you can go to settings. We have discussed the same in the GitHub classes. We have to go here and click on webhook, add webhook. Add it here. Just the push event, send me everything. So based of if you want to get the trigger the webhook for every event, then you can send me everything. You can click on it, add webhook. So this is the webhook URL we have to provide. Here. Then we have to provide create webhook app. So it is already there. So I'll add once again. So here you can get it. App ID, same app ID we have to provide here. App ID. Then we have to get the client ID. Client secret, you can generate a new client secret here. And you can copy same. So here and private key. Generate a private key here. Generated. You can go here and copy the content of private key. Same, this is the PEM file which we get from the EC2 instance creation time as well. Same, but here we have to use the content. Then we have to add the private key here. Save configurations. So configuration is invalid. The GitHub is not installed on any organization. So it is not there in the organization level. That's why it is not working. But these are the steps which we perform to set up the GitHub to SonarQube. In the work level, we are going to use the configurations mainly for because we are going to use the community editions, and we are going to get the different URL for the this one. Instead of api.github.com, we will get the different company.github.com. These kind of URLs we will get. So there we can use it. This is the authentication mainly we use. And other than that, so we can, if you want to different global settings for the SonarQube instance, you can set the languages and projects. You can see the projects here, management. So different project and creating the project again, the project management and background task. So if there is any background task is happening or running, you can check it from here and also filter like what and all the history if you want to find out, and pending, in progress, success, this kind of details you can find out here. Yeah, that's it about SonarQube, which we should know as a DevOps engineer. And this mainly we are going to use with us Jenkins. SonarQube alone we are not going to use, but we should know everything more about quality gates, quality profiles, and projects. And also in the interviews also we are going to get the more question about this only. So how we are going to implement Jenkins with SonarQube, we can see in the maybe after 3 4 classes where we create a CI/CD pipeline, the Jenkins and Docker, then Maven project. We'll see on that time. That's it for today. So tomorrow we'll come back with a different class. Thank you.